I don't worry about giving up my driver's license. I hope I have the courage and the knowledge to be able to give it up when I'm ready, not when somebody tells me I can't drive anymore.
I have noticed a few changes in my driving over the years. I drive the speed limit. I'm not a slow driver. However, the traffic is greater, so I think I pay a little more attention to driving. I'm not so cavalier as I was when I was in my 20s, let's say.
I find that I do not personally think as quick as I used to. So to make decisions all of a sudden, it gets a little bit confusing. I usually make the next turn off and get lost. The adaptations I've made is I do very little driving at night because I find that the glare of headlights really bother me, and some nights more than others. So I usually do my stuff in the daytime or early evening.
Now I watch the speed limit a little more closely, and I leave more space between me and the fellow ahead, particularly in the city.
Rather than take a risk, I have other modes of transport. I can jump on a bus, I can take public transport if I want to go out at night. I don't go out a lot at night anyway, but my driving is reduced a lot for night driving.
As much as possible, I try to wait for the traffic to lighten up. The best times to drive in the city here are probably, I say, 8 till 11, mid-afternoon, and then after 7 o'clock at night.
I try to plan my social activities and anything else, my errands and that kind of thing, for some time during the day, the hours that everyone else is occupied doing something else.
I have just been to my eye specialist, and I do have the start of cataracts, and I have some double vision in one eye, which she's trying to find out why. I don't find it bothers my driving too much yet, but I am concerned at times about the double vision because I don't know when it'll happen, but I just have to blink twice and it goes away. But still, it's very disconcerting at the time.
Because my practice is predominantly a geriatric population, I will have to do a driving assessment or think about driving assessment at least once a week. The factors that I would look at are reports from sometimes the patient themselves, but a lot of times from family or caregivers.
Before he gave up his license, there were some concerns about driving simply because we were aware of the fact that he had cataracts. So we didn't have a lot of concerns until the health problems hit with the subdural hematoma, at which point they became quite profound. He was unable to drive for quite a while. I mean, just simply couldn't have done it.
The other thing that I would look at is the utilization of tools that can predict whether or not somebody is going to have issues with their driving. What I would like, and I don't think is available, is evidence-based assessment that is tied to actual bad outcomes with driving.
I've had 3 friends in the last little while that have lost their license for a while and then they've gotten it back. But the main concern with them was when they have to take their tests, they put them in front of the computer, and lots of these people aren't computer literate. Seniors need more help in being able to go from the transition from being able to drive, not to be able to drive. Maybe there's programs out there that I'm not aware of that would help me be able to retain my license as long as possible.
The consequence of not having a license today is pretty profound, simply because of the request to keep doctor's appointments, the request to get to labs and get testing done, the need to get groceries and do errands, pick up cards, every aspect that requires transportation, you realize what a loss that is. I don't feel comfortable asking family and friends for rides simply because you realize you're sacrificing their time as well as your own.
I guess for most seniors, it's a sense of freedom that we have to come and go when and where we want. We don't have to take a bus.
So I have to think about that because I'm out in the country. I have to drive 12 clicks to get into a town where I can buy groceries. So certainly my license means a lot to me.
I drive quite a bit on my own, as a matter of fact. Yes, I enjoy that. That's just sort of, I like to commune with nature just on my own. And it's a sort of a type of therapy, I guess you could call it.
That's the sense of freedom, of being able to come and go. And I think it would be like that for any age group.
I've been driving daily for 45 years, so restricting that would really change everything, I think.
Sometimes an older driver can be a pain in the neck, but other times a younger driver can be more of a pain.